Hey everyone, today I am doing a little bit of a wire sculpture for a mount that I'm working on. It's something a little different. What I'm doing is a swimming pose on a duck, and I'm going to do some brazing and soldering with some copper ground wire and create the little pegs to mount the duck to. It's going to be it's going to be on a the corner of a picture frame. This bird was banded, and we have the migration report from that bird, and it's going to, like I said, it's going to be mounted to a picture frame. The metal sculpture will be mounted to this picture frame, but what I'll do is I'll drill holes, place them in there, but because they can twist and everything, if they're just right in a hole, just placed in a hole, I'm going to show you little branding techniques, or soldering, not branding, brazing techniques to secure the wires onto each other. But yeah, we'll get started. First, I have to find a drill bit that is the same diameter as this ground wire. And this one looks good. And what I've already done is drawn out, this is just a scrap piece of wood held on to my small vise. And I had drawn out the picture frame. I'm not sure if y'all can see that. A good artistic number is actually 5. These here, they're going to be the reeds that will be showing. Just copper ground wire, cut different assorted lengths, and I sanded or ground the tips to a point. The way that I want this, I'm going to have the main support reed coming out of the front of the picture frame, and then it'll bend up and then come around, and then I'll have a couple up at the top, but I'll probably have 3 coming out of the front of or the corner of the picture frame, and then 2 out of the top, and kind of intertwine them just to show what I have. Ground wire, I cut 2 smaller pieces. These are going to be the pegs that will actually hold the bird. I have some flux, some solder, a brazing rod that has oxidized, and I just took some sandpaper and took that off. And I also have some copper foil tape, and that is if one piece is being a little stubborn, I can wrap it in there real quick and just hold it in place, and then just fill that area with solder or the brazing rod. And I also have my blowtorch. I have anvil here. Yeah. So what I'll do is I'll get started. It's a whole lot easier to put these 2 and braze them to my support rod first before I even mount them on this block. And with that, what I'll do is I'll bring my anvil over. Let's see. And I will place these two there, and this side here of the support reed will be going into the block, and this is the side that will be shown. And I'm going to probably put it somewhere right in here. And I also will do the ends. Like I said, this piece is going to go into the bird, right, the mounted bird here, and then this piece is going to be brazed to this rod. And I'll clean that up. I'll take this piece here and dip the part that I sanded in the flux. Kind of rub it a little bit here. Flux also helps clean it when you're brazing the two metals, or the metals together. And I'll place that one there. And same with this one here. They'll probably be about an inch apart. Let's see, I'll move it down a little bit more. What's great about copper is you can bend it in any direction you want. I will also put a little flux on the end of my brazing rod, so I know that's kind of clean a little bit. And map gas, and you heat it up. Before I start, the flux will melt first, and it will clean up the copper. And then what I'll do is heat up the copper, and then I'll heat up the brazing rod, and then touch the a dot of the melted brazing material to the copper, and it should connect them. Alright, as you can see, I've already done that one side. Now what I'll do is take my pair of pliers and flip it over. Make sure that it's connecting on the other side as well. And set it in a acidic solution, probably a citrus or a pickle bath that I use for tanning, and the acid will eat away all this corrosive and leave very, very clean looking copper. Then I'll wash it and paint them so they'll look like reeds, and I'll definitely show you all that. So